Welcome to the Lunchtime Knitter, where we discuss knitting, crochet, and all things fiber related. My name is Joanne, and if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you will be notified when our weekly videos are released. Today's video, we're going to learn how to do a yarn over increase. So in a lot of patterns, they'll have you increase and to make the project larger. So we're going to start with just a simple pattern, a dishcloth that has a very simple yarn over increase. So we're going to do our long tail cast on, and we're just going to cast on 4 stitches. I do have a video that shows you how to do the long tail cast on. Take a look at the playlists or my other videos. You'll be able to see it. I will also link it below. So for this dishcloth, you just basically cast on 4 stitches. I'm just using size 8 Clover bamboo knitting needles. These are my favorites. And these are size 13, which is great for a dishcloth. And I am using Lily Sugar and Cream 100% cotton yarn. And then your first row is going to be just all knit stitches. I made that one just a little bit too tight. You want to be careful when you're casting on your stitches that you don't make them too tight. There you go. Okay, so there's our first 4 stitches. Now, to do the yarn over increase, you're going to knit 2, because in this example we want to have a little bit of an edge. You're simply going to bring the yarn around the back of your needle and over, and then continue knitting. And what it does is it lays that yarn and creates a stitch. And then continue in your pattern. And now we have 5 stitches. So we have the 2 knits, which on this side you see the purl bump. And then this is our yarn over. You can tell because it doesn't have anything attached to it. It doesn't have that little bar going across. It just is kind of hanging out there by itself. And what that will do is it will kind of create a hole in your fabric, and you'll see as we go on. So we'll do a couple more. So we'll knit 2. And then we yarn over, we bring it around. And then we knit that stitch. And we knit the other 2. Turn it around. And we have our 2 knit stitches, our yarn over stitch, and then we have our other knit stitches. So now we have 6, and see how it's creating a hole in the fabric. I don't know if you can see that. That might be better. And we have a hole. So this is an intentional design. And sometimes when you're knitting, if you create, sometimes you do it between a knit and a purl, and you create that yarn over by mistake, it will create a hole in your fabric. So we'll knit 2. Yarn over. Knit to the end. And now we have 7 stitches. And we'll do a couple more. And then we yarn over, knit to the end. And you can start to see the holes in the fabric. And you'll be able to see them more as they move on. So that's our yarn over increase. Here is an example of what this would look like when you're done. It creates kind of an edge. So you have that lacy edge along the side where you have kind of like a hole all the way around. So this is done by yarn over, and then when you're doing the decreasing, you're knitting 2 together and yarning over, so you get this diamond shape. But this is the yarn over spot where you get a design. So again, thanks so much for knitting with us today. I'll see you soon.